Okay, hello everyone. So, this is the, yes, I can say that this is the second session of this concept, Java concept. It was like addition of, hello everyone, good morning. Addition of two numbers using Notepad and IDE. So, yesterday we saw we have created one program with the help of Notepad. Okay, so this was the program. Yesterday we were checking or we were developing. Let me open in edit in notepad, else let me open in notepad plus plus. So as I mentioned, it will show us in that specific language. So try to always open your code in notepad plus plus. Okay, so what was the status yesterday where we stuck with respect to this program? First we resolve some uh, spell mistakes, and after that we saw it got resolved after changing the spelling of public for the addition method. And after that we made one mistake in the second parameter, it was b, so have updated to j. After that, that issue got resolved, and at the end we were facing one issue, that is I added into the comment box of this video. So you can see, this is the description, and in the description had attached the error what we were facing at the end. So this type of exception we were facing. So the exception is, we can see this is the unsupported class version error, and it is saying addition has been compiled by a more recent version of the Java runtime. Class file version is 61. This version of Java runtime only recognize class file version up to 52. Actually, this issue is happened due to if we have multiple JDK in our system, that time if you check, there are two commands to check JDK and Java compiler. So what I did in my system have triggered those command. So let me open the CMD prompt. Okay, so this is the command prompt to check the Java version. What we need to trigger it out, Java space version. So it will show us whatever the JDK version we have installed in our system and the path get set up, environment variable path. Okay, we'll talk about that. And if I check about Java C version, so now you can see the for Java version it is showing 17.0.11, and for compiler same. So now we can say that we are in sync with respect to JDK version for compilation and for running. This is okay. So what was the old result? So let me show you the what was the old result for the Java and Java C. Okay, so this is the screen have captured. So previously it was showing for the Java version JDK 1.8, and for compilation it was showing 17. So in that case, what was happening, we were compiling the Java source code, and it will get compiled with the help of JDK 17. Okay, Java C version JDK 17, and at the runtime it will targeting to 1.8. It means the file which get compiled by the higher version, that is 17, and we were trying to run it with the help of lower version. This is completely wrong. That's why we're facing this error. Okay, now what is the solution for this error? So the solution is, so if you want to use the JDK 17, you need to set the path of JDK 17 in the class path of environment variable path of user account or system account. Okay, let me show you. So for that, just click on Windows key, edit. This is the system environment variable. If I click on it, something like this pop-up will get open, environment variable. And here you can see this first box is for user variable of my account. And this is system variable. Okay. So what I did, I changed it was already there, 17. Okay. But in the path, the Java 8 path was get set. Okay. So what I did, in user variable and system variable, in both the variable, I have created one variable key as a Java home and value is a JDK path. In my system, multiple JDKs are there. Let me show you. So if I open the Explorer, this PC, C, then not the user, after C, program files, Java, and you can see I had installed JDK 1.7, 1.8, JDK 17. Okay, these three versions, JDK 17, JDK 1.8, and JDK 1.7. So for our assignment, what I did, I have targeted JDK 17. Okay, have targeted 17. So what I did, have created one variable with the name Java underscore home. Okay, and value would be like that home path of JDK 17. So in our case, if I go inside, so click here and you can get copy this path. Okay, to set the value for Java home. Okay, so click on OK, and once it is done, then open the path, and in the path click as a new and add the path here like this. Percentage, the key name, underscore home, percentage, and slash in bin. So why it is being, because you can see in the home path bin folder is there, JDK 17. Okay, so for this, to get this, just add this way. Okay, so you can see I already added on the top. So let me remove this one. Okay, so by the same way, for the system variable, create Java home value as a Java JDK 17 home, and in the path just add percentage Java home percentage slash b. Okay, by this way. So I did this one, but again for me, uh, so once these changes are done, we need to close the existing. If the CMD is already there, existing, it is open, then close it and reopen. Windows R CMD and it will get open. And again check Java version. It is showing 17.0.11 Java C version. It will show same. But what was happening in my case, even I have updated this one, okay, path. In that case, I was adding here, but I don't know what is the exact issue is. So even I had restarted my system, because the thing is that even updating the Java environment variable for the user and system, it was not getting reflected. It was showing the same result for Java minus like on version, it will show us 1.8, and Java C version. This is mismatched. So what I did, just have here you can see in the environment variable. Suppose if I want to move this, so select it and move on top. Okay, so by this way I move into the top, because I think might be the issue with like for each entry we need to add the semicolon, if you know. Okay, if you have multiple entries under the environment variable, then we need to separate it with the help of semicolon. But here we can see like this in tabular format. But I was like little curious about, can I go do like this? Might be some mistake in the other param, that's why it will not get recognized, okay, to the system. So that's why I move on the top, and post that I clicked on OK. Okay, you need to do it like this, and after that you need to check it by this way, Java hyphen version, then it will show the version, Java hyphen version, it will show the Java compiler version. So now I can see both in sync. So now we are good to run the program. Okay, so yesterday we were facing that issue to run our notepad program. Okay, so our program is here. So let me come on CMD. Okay, so I'm going to hit to compile the program. What we need to do, Java C class name, source class name dot Java. So if I click it, it get compiled. Okay, so let me run it now. Java addition. Now you can see the result is there. Addition of 10 and 20 is, let me open the code. So this is the code of the file. Okay, so by this way we can create the program, we can compile the program, and we can run the program with the help of notepad and jdk. Okay, here I have targeted jdk 17. You can use jdk 8, you can use jdk upper version of 17 and lower version of 17. Not an issue, because we are, this is compatible for 8 and onwards. We can run in 17 as it depends on the feature of jdk versions. Okay, now, as based on topic, so let us check in the IntelliJ what will be the difference here. So what I did, IntelliJ have created one project by clicking on project. Okay, so file, from here file, new, create the project. Okay, so add the project name. So I have added test add. Select IntelliJ jdk version whichever you want to target. So in our case we were targeting 17, and then create. So once you get created, then you will see like this, and on it have copy pasted old code which we have in notepad. So over there we had made the mistake in public keyword, so let me correct it down. Save it. So this is the advantage of IntelliJ. It will show here what is the issue exactly, but in the notepad we need to compile, and we, on the compilation error, we can see what is the error is exactly. But here it will, like here only it will show the error, so we can avoid this kind of error quickly. Let me correct it, public. Okay, and to run this, right click on this file, run main. So I have run this application, and this out folder will, first it will not there, but once you run the application, run the file, then it will create the out folder, and inside the out folder it will add that class file of that main file, source code file. Okay, like this dot class. Here we can read the data of that class file, because this is the feature of, or this is the advantage of IDE. Okay, and yes, we can see the result in the console. This is the result for the same code with the help of IDE, that is IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, so the today means what we achieve in today's session. So that issue which we were facing in the last session, so we are able to achieve this error. It got resolved by setting up the environment variable. Clear? Okay, so we'll add this video as a second for the same topic. Okay, and you will get the respective notes or respective things what I did to achieve this with the same video, in the same video description. Okay, thank you so much.